Hi there, I'm Eric. Let's take a look at the Solidify modifier. So we got a default cube here, no other objects in the scene right now. And I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm going to face select and delete one face here so that we get kind of an open box so that we can then see what happens when we add a modifier. So I'm going to, in the range tab here, go to modifier stack and add generate and solidify. This modifier has quite a few settings, but we'll go over them. A few are more important to keep in mind than others, and some help us in specific scenarios. So we'll just jump in. The thickness, no surprise here. It adds, or just how thick is the solidify gonna be. We can clamp this value, so let's say that we put it to 1, then we can't go across a certain range here. Even if we increase or decrease these like a lot, we can still not go further than those. The offset here is gonna go in here, so it's gonna determine if we are let's go into edit mode here. This is our original geometry. Let's go to thickness 0.1 and let's remove this clamp for now. So with an offset of -1, we are going inside when we add a positive number, but with this offset you can see that we can go outside, kind of add in that direction instead. And if it's -1, we add on the side. So it depends on which direction our normals or our faces are pointing, since they have a front and a back side. So it will go to the front side instead. This is the front side for this, and it's offset of -1, so it will go inwards if we increase this. Can flip the normals of whatever geometry we are creating. The even thickness is an interesting one. I'll just Control Z into wireframe and go to the side view here. Let's see, here we go. Left orthographic. You can see that these lines are not straight. Instead they are averaging between depending on the other geometry that we have here. But if we go even thickness, these will be calculated in a different way, which makes us have this even thickness all around. We also have this high quality normal. I'm gonna show you kind of what that can do for us. So to show that, I will just add a monkey, Suzanne here, grab her and move her through the X direction there. Let's add a solidify to her and increase the thickness a bit and say even thickness. You can see that we get these errors here, and in those cases we can use high quality normals. We can get rid of those errors when we encounter them. So, but it only works with even thickness. Without even thickness we don't even have that problem. Can be good to keep in mind if you see something like that. So that's what it looks like without high quality normals, and this is what it looks with quality normals. This is apparently takes in some heavy calculations, so it shouldn't be used when it's not needed. Right, I'll delete that and go back to our cube here. The rims, fill rim, is by default, so you can see the difference there, that it fills whatever is in between here so that it actually becomes solid. We can only select only rim, in which case if I zoom in here you can see that only the rim here will be created and nothing more. Right. The material index will determine which material will be added to the geometry that's added. So if we go to material view here, normally we have a list of materials here, like 1, 2, 3. We can add materials to this. So if the let's go back here. If this is set to 0, the first one will be used for the generated geometry. And if we set this to 1, the second one will be used, and so on. So it's 0 based, so the first one is 0, and then 1, 2, 3. Same for the rim, so this is for the fill, and then for the rim here. So there are 2 different values. The creasing here is only applicable if we have a subdivision surface modifier as well. So just add that to the stack, and then I'll increase these to show you kind of what they do. So you can see that we crease those edges, so it's for inner, outer, and rim. And if I apply this now and go into edit mode, you can see that for the outer, the inner, and for these are for the rim all around here. So that is so we can sharpen edges even if we have a subdivision surface modifier. This value in edit mode is available here in items, toggle disable N, and crease here for any edge. So we can crease this, for instance, by just selecting it and increasing that value. Alright, so I'll move back a couple of steps here. Alright, so I think that's about cover it. We also have this in here, that's Vertex Group. A lot of modifiers can use Vertex Group to just apply this modifier to a specific set of vertices. Let's just say that we have this face here, we add a Vertex Group and assign that. Then we can go back here and use that group, and only that back face will now be having this modifier. And you can see that the front rim here disappeared since it's not applied here, but still the geometry will be kind of connected there. Alright, that's the Solidify modifier. Hope you found it useful, and thanks for watching.